This is Dave with NTI Online, and today we're going to go over an error 67 or 137 ILK off or ILK failed to close on a TFT boiler. So currently this is on a hold code 137 ILK failed to close. What that means is the safety circuit on the boiler is open when the boiler is looking for it to be closed. So the first thing you're going to want to do when you see this code is check your low water cutoff. Look and see if the yellow light is lit up like this one is. That indicates that there is a low water fault and you need to add water to the boiler. Start by checking at the top of the boiler, bleeding the air vent if there's one there. Over time, if the air vent is not releasing air, which sometimes they don't, you can build air up in this pipe, tripping the low water cutoff. Bleed the air. If the light still doesn't go out, then it indicates that you either have a bad low water cutoff or a lack of water in the system. So make sure you've got water there first. If there's no lights on the low water cutoff, the next thing you're going to want to inspect is the safety limit circuit that is on the low voltage side. So you're going to loosen up the screws here, take off this cover, and you want to look down between limb and R. Normally from the factory there's a jumper wire here. However, somebody may have put a low water cutoff that's external to the boiler, a flow switch, or some other type of safety limit. If there is an external safety limit there, the easiest thing to do is to get out your jumper wires, temporarily jumper that out, and see if the boiler begins to fire and work. If it does, inspect your external safety limit and fix whatever's wrong there. Another option you may run into is this jumper wire is here, it's intact, there's no problems with it, there's no faults shown on your low water cutoff. In that instance, you may have something wrong with the wiring or possibly the low water cutoff. If you want to test that a little further, or if you need to, remove this plug from the low water cutoff, find the two yellow wires, and I've made up a little jumper here. And what this is for is so that I can jumper out the low water cutoff for the purpose of testing. So we're going to jump those together. And we'll allow the boiler to recycle and try again and see if our error code goes away. So now that I have the jumper in place, we can see that the error code has changed. We are getting an alert code which is advising us that there was previously a 67 code. Don't worry about that. So this is now attempting to fire, so that indicates the low water cutoff is tripped, which in this case it is because there's no water in this boiler. So I'm going to remove that before it actually fires, and we're back to the error code. If you're really struggling and for some reason that didn't work, and you're trying to verify if maybe the controller is damaged in some way. Now this is quite rare, but it has been known to occur. What you're going to want to do is take 24 volts from R and go directly to the boiler control, and that's going to bypass any safeties that may be attached. This is for testing only, and it'll verify if the controller itself is what's at fault, or if perhaps it's just a wiring issue. So to do that, you're going to want to remove the screws on the bottom of your screen here, and that's going to let you tilt the screen up just to give you a bit better access so you can see what you're doing. You're going to connect one end of your jumper to R, and when you do this, best to do it with the power off. You have one end there. You want to come up and find this yellow wire that's on the bottom left of the solar controller, and usually what I would do is remove the wire, pull this out, ensure that this doesn't touch ground because you could pop a fuse, and we're going to install the jumper wire that I've just made. Now that our temporary jumper is installed, we're going to fire up the boiler. If you still get the 67 code, it would indicate that your controller is no longer capable of reading that circuit and you do have a bad control. So with the jumper in place, our boiler has actually run through a complete ignition cycle. In this case, it's gone to an ignition failure. We're going to be talking about that in a separate video, but that's how you would troubleshoot your 67 or 137 ILK off. It's important to remember, never leave a safety jumper. This is just for the purpose of troubleshooting. And thanks for watching. And as always, if you have troubles, give our tech support department a call at 800-688-2575, and I'm sure they'll be happy to help you. Thanks for watching the video today. If you'd like to check out more videos, see the link below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for all the future updates. And also check us out on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram.